I'm Brittany, this is Wei Ying, and welcome to Gaywatch, where we watch gay things. Today is the finale of Word of Honor. I'm not ready for it, as per usual. I don't think I'm ever really ready for a finale, for a series finale. Who is ever ready for a series finale? Let's be honest. But I have come prepared because there is absolutely no tea in this cup. This is the rest of the Baileys I have, and in kind of what is becoming Gaywatch tradition, I just down the rest of the alcohol I have as I finish a series. I'm going to be reacting to episode 36, of course, and then also what's called episode 37, which is, if I understand correctly, mostly like a recap music video, and then there's like a couple of minutes on the end where they explain, where they really wrap things up and really tell you how the story ends, because they ran out of money, and we can't hold anything against them for that, obviously. But episode 37 is like less than 10 minutes, so it just makes sense that I'm tacking it onto this. And now that I've told you that, there's really nothing holding me back from hitting play. And I'm nervous about that. So, yeah, I'm gonna hit play on the finale of Word of Honor, give some thoughts at the end of the series, assuming I can put two words together, and we're all gonna have a good cry, and this series will be over. And then we have a brand new one starting in a couple of weeks, because I'm going to react to the couple of Word of Honor concerts, and that's going to take kind of a hot second. Like, there'll be a solid week of that, because those concerts are long. But then after the Word of Honor concerts, the new series begins. And the new series, to pretty much nobody's surprise, is Guardian. But we have to give a proper send-off to Word of Honor first. So I am going to hit play, and whatever fucking happens is going to happen. Hey, there's an idea. Okay, what the fuck is this bowl of water with the flower in it? What the fuck is that? That's gorgeous! Don't fucking say that! No, this is gonna ruin me, isn't it? I was right. I mean, it's probably something like, like a saying rather than like a thing. It's like, here's this thing that magically grants you a long-lasting country. Instead, it's probably just like, be kind to one another, etched on something. Don't show me his face. Maybe it's just like a gigantic monster and it just fucking kills them all. Okay, badass. Most beautiful door I've ever seen, sure. And a poisonous gas comes shooting out of the cracks. We've only been building up to this for 35 episodes. And nothing happens. Prop department, we have the wrong key. Never mind, prop department. Oh, just kill him in one blow. Yes! Fuck yes! Yeah, who'd you get the key from? Huh? Yeah? Excuse me? An avalanche? That's a big fuck off avalanche! Headed right for us! You're fucking joking. You're fucking joking! He put the... Hang on. I don't even have time to pause, but I'm gonna pause because he put the key He put the key. He put the key. That just solidified something in my soul that I will get to later. You just ran off. Thank you! What about our vows, idiot? Is he just gonna be like, get the fuck up? He is, pretty much. What? What kind of MVP bullshit is this? My God, is the rest just gonna be them in a cave? Because that would be such a gift. A second door. Oh, good, it just opens. I was gonna be like, you got any more hairpins? Because... Stop. He's going to stumble literally across it. You are kidding me. Because the secret of a long-lasting country isn't fucking war and martial arts. Come on! Oh, you know I love a box. Yeah? We clue in? We get a brain cell? Thank you! I mean, it is kind of hilarious when you think about it. Well, yeah, but I mean, if I have my husband with me. Great! Okay, let's save Ashu's life. No, we're not bringing the fucking theme song into this. That's rude. I have a suspicion that this might be how fucking Kashing's hair goes white. And if that is true, I may not be able to contain myself. I'm... Wait. Wait. God damn it! Can both of them just be alive and fine already? What? Fuck you for looking good with white hair! Fuck everything. Don't even do that with the hands. We gotta go through this again. The number of gift sets I'm gonna make about hands. Shut up! I don't know who this cute little girl is, but I'd die for her. You're fucking joking, right? That little girl was named Shang. No! Hang on, we're absorbing. Okay, because I'm pressed for time and I'm also apparently a super mega masochist, I'm just going right into episode 37 and I'm saving my explosion until after that. Because now they're going to take us back through the whole fucking thing. God, that was so long ago. That's one of the things about only watching 2 episodes a week. Everything was so long ago and it No, no, with the fan flirting, with the fan flirting. Stop! It already hurts. It's just one gay thing after another. I'm being steamrolled by homosexuality, and I really, can't handle it. Oh, don't remind me! This call me by your name bullshit! Stop! I'm not ready to talk about that yet. Don't show... Oh, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to be told. I'm just not. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Guys, you're supposed to be teaching. No. What have we said about foreplay in front of the kids? No, you did fine, sweetie. It's just that their husbands, they need alone time. So, basically what you're telling me is that they did a thing that should have killed Ashu. He should have been dead. But, basically, and I'm painting with very broad queer strokes here, the power of their gay love saved them, or saved Kashing, really. Right? That's what I'm getting. This is supposed to be a thing where one burns up and the other lives forever, but because they are so amazing and so in love with each other, they both survived, and now they live on the top of this snowy mountain forever with each other. Ooh, hang on. That's a good ending. Ooh. I'm honestly pretty impressed with how they wrapped everything up, considering there's supposed to be another 8 episodes. Don't quote me on that. There was supposed to be somewhere around there. That's a lot of time, and I'm just impressed in the way that they compressed everything. And yeah, could you tell that they were kind of skipping over things, compressing things, being like, oh, hey, by the way, this happened? Yes, but given an extremely difficult creative position that they were in, they still managed to deliver a satisfying conclusion, even though I'm sure they had to cut a bunch of stuff out. So they really get I know that the gold star, you tried thing is, for people who tried and unbelievably failed, but they get, an A for effort in the best way. They get the you tried star in the best way, because I really think that they made the best decisions that they could under such a ridiculous circumstance. As a whole, looking back over that series and getting that fucking offensive montage that I was pretty much speechless during most of, it's just such a wonderful show that's just entertaining on so many levels. Like, I don't even really know what to say about it. Like, it's just great. Like, we love a story about the seemingly irredeemable being redeemed. That's something, that's a theme that's extremely, that I have a lot of interest in. I love the idea of redeeming the seemingly irredeemable, because there's so little in the actual world as opposed to fiction, but in the actual world, there's actually so few people who are truly irredeemable. And I think we all tend to kind of exaggerate our own faults and flaws and mistakes that we made into thinking that we are irredeemable, even though obviously we haven't literally done anything on the level of the two main characters. But we tend to do that. We tend to think, oh, because we made this mistake, even when it's from small ones, even to pretty big ones, we're like, that just makes us shit. And there is a part of us that is not redeemable. And that's why I think redeeming the irredeemable in fiction is so important, because it tells us that, like, if this hypothetical person can come back from such unbelievable wrongdoing and darkness and then, maybe I should give myself a break, right? Or maybe I could work towards being redeemed. Like, if you have a history of bad or mean or whatever wrong behavior, it helps us remind ourselves that we are redeemable in seeing these larger than life people become redeemed for even greater misdoings, bad shit. And so it's a show that definitely hits me personally in their overarching, messages. And I think overall, with the budget and of course the trying to work around censorship and all of that jazz, I think you could really call this show like the little show that could. Like, it was trying to do so much under such restrictions. And it's really a testament to how much you can do if you have a really good team trying to operate under so many restrictions. And of course, in terms of the gay that is present, on the screen in this relationship of these two people, one who's a bit farther down the redemption path than the other, trying to help the other one along until they're both healed in ways that they did not expect. And of course, trying to convey that on screen without making it romantic, but making it as romantic as possible. Shut up, I'm talking about gay things. It's yet another romantic queer dynamic that is fantastic and speaks to me personally. And I thought they did a great fucking job. I think kind of obviously, coming back to the thing that has now been solidified since the hairpin thing, I think Kashing is one of my favorite characters, period, even greater than the show. I think when we talk about favorite characters from now on, I'm going to have to bring up Kashing, because that man, I could write an essay on that man. He was amazing. And it was just, I was already absolutely in love with him and his entire arc and his whole thing. And then the fucking hairpin thing came along, and now he's got to be on the list of just favorite characters that I have. I don't know exactly where he would fall, but he would be up there. When comparing it to The Untamed, I think, for me personally, Word of Honor, as much as I enjoy it, probably still comes second to The Untamed, because, and I think I mentioned this at some point late in the game during the Untamed reactions, that something like The Untamed doesn't come along very often for me. Something that I love that intensely, that just fucking changes, like, part of me, that doesn't happen every day. And so The Untamed is, like, kind of an unrealistic bar to set for other shows. So when I say that Word of Honor, comes in second, and a really good, decent, like, strong second, but still second place, that's not like a diss on Word of Honor in any way, shape, or form. That's just, The Untamed just so happens for me to be like a foundational thing for, like, my psyche. Like, I would absolutely recommend this show to, and I will be recommending this show to people depending on what they're looking for, versus The Untamed, and I'm sure, again, versus Guardian, as I work my way through that show as well. I just, Word of Honor just succeeded as a show for all of its, ups and downs and problems that it had to work through. And yeah, it just generally hits. It generally does everything that it wanted to do. I think if we're going to go on a rating system, I have whenever I think about shows and rating shows, I usually go by, 1 to 10, but I have like two different ratings. I have my objective rating and my subjective rating, because I'm a writer, and that's kind of how I have to separate things, or else I'm going to go batshit. So, like, my objective rating is the more like the writer brain, being like, okay, narratively speaking and character-wise, and all of the actual nuts and bolts of storytelling and all of that more objective stuff versus subjective, like I'm just a fangirl sitting in a seat watching gay people be gay, right? The subjective rating is subjective, much more along those lines. So I think objectively, I would probably have to give this show an 8.5, which is extremely good, especially for me because I'm an elitist. I don't know if I told you this or not. So I would give it about an 8.5. But my subjective rating, kind of like my tilt, my doesn't really matter that I give the show an 8.5 objectively. I think subjectively, I would give the show like a 9.5, like a whole point higher than that. I think my tilt, my fangirl tilt, pushes it into a bit higher territory. Kind of like with the Untamed, objectively, I give that show a 9.5. And then subjectively, I could give a shit about the 0.5 difference. I just put it into, it's got an 11, it's got a 12, it's got a, subjectively, it just blows through the roof. So that is kind of my final / initial, that's weird, thoughts on Word of Honor, with a little bit of the Untamed snuck in there. I am super interested to watch the concerts, because I've never watched the concerts for a show before. I haven't watched the ones for the Untamed yet, so I have no idea what those really entail. So I'm very curious about that, but we will find that out next week. And then, like I mentioned in the intro, after that, we get into Guardian. I have Guardian to get into. Oh my god, I have to find and download Guardian. Oh shit. That's it for this episode. That's it for this series. Oh my god, that's it for this series. That's it for this series. Thank you so much for watching and going along on this, crazy ass fucking journey and watching me just lose my mind over it. I really appreciate you guys. There are so many options for reaction YouTubers these days, and you choosing me as one of the reactors that you want to watch really does mean a lot. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week for the concerts, and please remember to take care of yourself.